Hey, viewers! Today we are going to talk about the movie Her Smell. Alex Ross Perry wrote, co-produced, and directed Her Smell, a 2018 American drama film. The film is narrated in 5 discrete sequences, interrupted with home movie footage from the band's early success, which included appearances on magazine covers, photo shoots, and gold albums. In the opening scene, the punk rock band Something She finishes a gig and lead vocalist Becky Something heads backstage for a quick ceremony with her own shaman. Her mood swings drastically from joyous to aggressive as her bandmates, ex-husband, manager, and a former musical colleague all try to persuade her to make positive decisions such as making their next album, performing future gigs, and finding stability for her child. The scene concludes with her turning a corner with her infant in her arms, falling over intoxicated and puking on herself. In the opening scene, the punk rock band Something She finishes a gig and lead vocalist Becky Something heads backstage for a quick ceremony with her own shaman. Her mood swings drastically from joyous to aggressive as her bandmates, ex-husband, manager, and a former musical colleague all try to persuade her to make positive decisions such as making their next album, performing future gigs, and finding stability for her child. The scene concludes with her turning a corner with her infant in her arms, falling over intoxicated and puking on herself. In the second vignette, Something She is in the studio several months later, idly attempting to record the band's next album. Drummer Ollie van der Wolf quits, followed by bassist Marielle Hell, leaving their manager Howard Goodman heartbroken as he tries to free up space for his new band Acre Girls to record. Becky refuses to go and interrupts their session. The third scenario takes place after the Acre Girls have gained fame and Becky is opening their show, with Ollie returning to support her. She arrives 2 hours late, accompanied by a film crew, and chastises her ex-husband, Danny, and her mother, Anya, the only people in her life who continue to tolerate her selfishness. When Anya hands her papers from her estranged father, Becky becomes brutally agitated, hurling verbal abuse at her mother and assaulting Ollie before racing on stage and collapsing into another stupor. Becky has been sober for several years, and her daughter Tama, who is now a young girl, is visiting. Dan drops Becky off, hands her some documentation for some of the numerous litigation she is facing, and informs her that Mari has also arrived. Becky has brief sweet moments with all three, but her thinking is erratic. She feels that leaving her house will kill her and that her love for her daughter will ruin her. She also recalls a dream from a previous life that she believes justifies her brutality and selfishness toward her ex. In the final piece, it has been 11 years since Howard first signed Something She and 4 years since they last performed together. But they have reunited to perform a single song at a showcase event including all of Howard's prominent musical groups. Becky appears frightened and has relied on the musicians to perform a seance with her before she can take the stage. She walks away short, cryptically thanking them all for sticking with her till the finish. Several of her loved ones get anxious, but they discover she is prepared to take the stage, and she plays one song with her bandmates and fellow musicians, all cooperating. It is a success, and they go backstage, where Howard informs her that the audience wants more and wonders if she has another one in her. Becky declares she's done, embracing Tama and smelling her hair. "Thank you."